Most people are not looking at the right information. They're not looking at the right data. So many people focus on the charts that they're missing the sleight of hand, the games that are being played. And I really want to show you guys what I mean by this, because people don't realize we're about to have the largest week since March 2nd. And it just continues to fall on deaf ears time and time again. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. It's been growing like crazy, and it's all because of you guys. Now, I will sit here and say that we could TA the crap out of this and just look at charts, and we do that often. But I focus so much more on fundamentals because the charts can be misleading. The charts are always the lagging metric. I get a lot of negative comments like this, people saying that I have no idea what's going on, no idea what's going to happen. And you know what? You're right. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not Miss Cleo. I don't have a crystal ball. Was I able to project that Israel was going to strike Iran on Thursday of last week and the market was going to overreact to it? No, I wasn't. Was I able to predict that we were going to see tariff announcements and see the largest liquidation event in crypto history back in February? No. Was I aware that Trump was going to launch a meme coin and suck a bunch of liquidity out of the market from other assets? No. There are surprises that have made the charts do some erratic things. And what you need to pay attention to is actually what's happening behind the scenes and less on the charts. And why I'm saying that is, again, it's all a big distraction. They're trying to get people to pay attention to the charts and capitulate and dump their bags, while there are people in the market that are just continuing to buy and accumulate behind the scenes. People are not paying attention to the minting of stablecoins. They're not paying attention to the capital flowing to exchanges. It's huge right now, and it tends to just get ignored and overlooked. And the problem is that the crypto market is still so much in its infancy that it can easily be manipulated, that it really it plays more into sentiment than anything. And right now, the sentiment from retail is bad. All right. You have to think beyond the charts. You have to think beyond what you see right here. And you have to look behind the scenes, because what we're seeing from something like ADA is actually really good. And it's been very good for a long period of time. Doesn't mean there's not going to be red days. Doesn't mean there's not going to be retracements. But right now, even this week, as we've been red, we are about to see the largest week of removal of supply from exchanges we have seen since March 2nd. Really think about that, okay? Because that was a week where we had the major announcement that ADA was going to become a strategic crypto reserve asset, and everyone was excited. And we saw ADA do almost 100% move in a single day. And that week was where people decided to load up and to take advantage, right? It's happening right now, all right? Luckily, I've seen a lot of comments of people that are accumulating and taking advantage, and that's awesome, all right? And frankly, guys, I've been in profit for ADA for a very long period of time. I bought ADA all the way at the bear market lows. I mean, we identified, that's not even it, right back here. We identified some of the cheapest opportunities to buy. And I've seen some people suggest that, I get paid to talk about ADA, or I'm an influencer or something like that. Guys, I don't get paid to talk about ADA. I'm not paid in ADA or buy anything related to ADA. I find it very interesting that there is this much conviction in terms of holders, that there's that cult-like mentality that really makes ADA do some things that stand out from the crypto market. And right now, this is all happening while there's been major developments, big pushes forward in terms of adoption on both the enterprise and government side, and people just overlook it. And that's fine, because there will be a moment where you cannot overlook it, right? I will say right now, search traffic for the crypto market, incredibly low. It's been very boring. It's blah. But don't think that these times aren't strategic accumulation times. Not just for you, but for the big players in the space. The ones that we talk about, the ones that have been manipulating the market, the ones that I keep highlighting, and maybe people are tired of hearing me talk about it, but people need to be aware of it, because recency bias plays into a lot of decisions that people make. Right? That's why when you see, ADA's been dropping here, people get sucked into this negative narrative and they dump, and you can do whatever you want. Frankly, I don't care. If you want to try to play the game and dump right here and try to buy at quote unquote 30 cents, like some people are projecting us going back to, that's fine. People were trying to do the same thing back here before we had a pump in terms of ADA. People were trying to play the same game here and saying we were going back to 22 cents. And guess what? They got stuck. They lost because ADA ran and did a 300% move in the course of a month. Okay. That's the risk that you play. Is right now, time is not your friend. All right. We are very quickly getting towards a point where the market has nowhere to go but up. And this isn't financial advice or a guarantee, but supply is getting very limited around the crypto market. Whale buying has been huge. Institutional accumulation has been on the rise. Everything is just, it's set up perfectly for us to basically surge into mass adoption. And that doesn't mean it has to happen today, next week, next month, or whatever, but it's coming. You've been warned. It's gonna hit a lot faster than people realize, and it's going to be a lot bigger than people realize. Right now, we're slowly but surely chipping away at this, and it's like a big aquifer behind a rock wall. And eventually you spring a leak in that, and then the water starts to flow, and then it comes rushing through. It breaks through the wall, and that's where we're headed towards, guys. And you might not like to hear that it might be, I don't know exactly what month it's going to be. This market cycle for at least 2025 has been somewhat unpredictable because of the negative news, but sometimes you get enough good headwind that you can, in fact, break through the top. Just know that, okay? So that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate you as always. I'd love to see how big this week is going to be. It seems like the market is, in fact, gaining momentum, even if it doesn't look like it on the chart side, even if this negative news just keeps popping up left and right. Just understand where the market wants to head. So have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.